It is Friday, the 23rd of September, 2022. I for some reason, I thought it was January for some reason. I don't know why that was. I'm like, no, we're in September. We're back here in this lovely Manchester, UK, and we're joined by the first time in over a year. The last time we spoke, we didn't get to finish our conversation. My internet decided for me to cut out. So whatever we were discussing, my provider didn't want it to be blurted out all over YouTube. So hopefully tonight that doesn't happen and we get to finish our conversation, because there was one question I really wanted to ask my guest, which I didn't get to ask him last time. So I'm hoping I can do that tonight. But if you don't know who it is already, then please welcome along singer, songwriter, TV presenter, and of course actor, Jack Rose. Welcome to the show.
Hello, mate. How are you doing?
Very well, very well. Last time we spoke, it was restrictions in place. Fast forward over a year.
Everyone's still at home. We had to all wear face
Yeah,
masks.
that's right.
Doing all the circuits in the supermarkets.
Yeah, that's
Now
right.
everything's gone back to normal. But I mean, what hasn't happened this year?
No, yeah, a lot has
COVID,
happened.
it's war. If it's not a war, it's the Queen dying. Something's happened ever since COVID. I don't think we've had a single bit of peace. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I agree with you there. But how is everything with you? Of course, you're joining us from I'm guessing your recording studio.
I'm just in a little room in my house. We've got like a nice little neon sign and a couple of like records up on the wall. It's more like a little chill out room, like a nice little chill room.
Yeah,
And
no,
yeah,
like that.
I've been good. I've been good. Just been releasing music, writing music. I started my own promotion company as well, just to help out during COVID and everything. So yeah, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good, to be fair.
Good. And are you continuing to do that? Continue your business into the future as well?
Oh yeah, no, 100%. It's not a temporary thing. It's if the the music industry since COVID has been very, very slow and very tedious. So it's just a case of trying to dive into more aspects of the industry as well, so I can learn for myself as an artist as well.
Yeah, no, definitely. And have you been getting good feedback from it so far?
Yeah. I've been doing all right. I've got clients. I've got people that I work with constantly. So yeah, it's all going all right. It's going well.
Good. I hope it continues. Can you believe it? We're about 3 months to go now before Christmas. So flying.
I remember it being New Year's.
Yes.
Like, it was last week, and now I'm 21 in 2 days.
Well, happy early birthday to you.
Thank you. I turned 21 in 2 days. I feel awful because I'm like one of the oldest people out of all of my friends. I'm like one of the first ones to turn 21, and they're just like, "Oh, I've got like 7 months yet," and I'm like, "Yep, it's nice for you."
Well,
I can go out to America and do whatever I want. They
wow.
can't. So
That's very true, but at least you get to have a 21st birthday celebrations, because when I turned 21, I could only invite 6 people if I wanted to. So I thought there's no point.
Exactly. That's the thing. It's sad, man. A lot of people missed out on a lot of stuff because of COVID.
Yeah. But now they're saying it's it wasn't as big as as we were saying it was as well. So just believe what you can take, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, no, of course, man, of course.
But I want to ask you something completely off topic, which has been in the headlines recently. You might have spotted this. I want to know your thoughts. Should men stop eating meat? Otherwise, they'll be banned from having sex with their girlfriends or their wives, etc. Do you think it's a good idea?
Men should stop eating meat, or they'll be banned from having sex.
Yeah, by their missus, because they're saying that more females eat veggie food than men, and men release more gas than women do. So they're trying to get every man on the planet, apparently, to eat vegan food instead of meat, because it will help the planet.
See, I do love a good old steak. I do love a
Yeah.
burger. I'm the sort of person that will go to a restaurant and get a salad. Like so like it doesn't really affect me in a way. But I think people shouldn't be getting banned. People shouldn't be getting banned. How are you going to have kids? How are you going to plan a family if you're banning your partner?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like that. Like, but I mean, I'm a big salad eater. I love a salad. I love a little like chicken and chorizo salad or something. You've got meat in it, but just
Yeah.
not a lot. There's more salad than meat. So, yeah.
I
But
like that.
no, I don't think people should be banned at all.
There you
No.
go. I'm glad you're on my page because I think it's absolutely ridiculous. You know,
I think that is
it's a
ridiculous.
bit sexist.
That's the first I've heard of that. I
Really?
think
Okay.
anyone who saw my face sort of go, really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for the comment. By the way, great podcast with two arm power emojis. I would call that. Might be completely wrong, but no, I agree with you. I heard it last night on a different channel, and then on the mainstream channel, they were discussing it on there this morning as well. So I thought it must be a serious topic if it's on
Yeah,
the mainstream channel.
it's just everything. Our whole generation's changing. Like
Yeah,
people our age and stuff like that. Like I find a lot more people now are into all the like vegan stuff and turning vegetarian and boycotting certain brands and stuff like that. Like fair enough, do what you've got to do, but just don't try and force it upon other people.
yeah,
If I was a
exactly
vegan,
right. I agree with that.
I'm not going to turn around to you and be like, you have to eat like a feta chip. You have to eat feta chips. You have to eat non-processed. You have to eat like processed vegan steak. And I'm like, no, I don't. I'll go get myself a nice sirloin from Tesco.
Exactly, and as well, like I wish this was still like 10 years ago, or even 20 years ago, when it was all kind of in the grassroots level, as I would call it. Thinking yeah, the football, but like in the grassroots level, where it wasn't really talked about on TV or on online, for
Oh
instance.
yeah, where it was just sort of kept down low. But now
Yes.
it's like everything's spoken about on TV now. Everything and like fair enough, do what you got to do. But I'm sort of in that. So we're in that gap where we're like Gen Z, millennial sort of. We're in
Yeah.
that sort of gap. So I'm trying to not get into the Gen Z side.
No, 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 absolutely not. We don't want you getting into any trouble because that's not the point of this show, to bring you on here and get you
Exactly.
cancelled, for instance. I don't want you. I don't want you being
Exactly.
cancelled.
I'm not coming here to get cancelled. I'm coming
Exactly right. Exactly right. Anyway, but no, you're here to discuss your new track, which came out at midnight today.
yeah.
Well, this morning, I would say. It's called because when we were setting this up, the person gave me the wrong title, but then corrected us. So most appreciate to your amazing team
That's
for that. So of course, the song is called "Tainted Love." It's based similar to the song which came out in the 80s, isn't it?
Yes, it is a direct cover, but it's we've spiced it up and we've made it a nice tech house version, so it can get played in all the clubs and everything.
Oh,
Because
that's good.
everyone knows the song "Tainted Love," um,
Mm,
but it just needed that extra bit of oomph. Do you
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
We've modernized it and everything. And if you hadn't noticed, the song is also done with my dad. My dad is the guy that produced the track, and he's got his name on it, Lee Rose, aka yeah, hence why Lee Rose, Jack Rose, Tainted Love, yeah. So it was funny how it come about. It was so basically the guy that I do all my music with, he does like mastering, so like getting the tracks ready for release. And I've walked in the studio and he's mastering this track, and I've heard the vocal on it, and it was just like a splice vocal, so it was just like a vocal that he'd grabbed offline for like
Gotcha.
free. Um, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'll vocal it. Why not? I love this song. So whilst he's finishing it, so it can be released, because I think he was going to release it like 2 or 3 weeks after this. Um, I've gone in the studio and I'm like, yeah, go on then, I'll sing it, and I sung it, and him, and my dad all sat in the studio, and we was like, yeah, go on then, let's put it on, and that's how it come about. So it's the first time I've ever done a track with somebody in my family as well. So hopefully,
Ah,
it's the first of many.
explosive mania. Because let's get back. Like I was going to say, is this something we can expect more of in the coming months and years to come? And what's been? I know it's only been just under 12 hours or 24 hours since it released. What's the feedback been from it so far? Are people enjoying the kind of remaster of the song, and you're enjoying the club style to it?
From what I've heard, people are liking it, but I haven't seen any of the feedback yet.
Okay. I did say it's only early, of course. So yes.
Yeah, it's only early. There has been feedback. My dad did drop me a message earlier and said, "Oh, we've had loads of good feedback on this track," and I was like, "All right, cool." Never sent me anything, so I haven't actually seen the reports yet. But if he says there's good feedback, then I trust his judgment.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you got to trust your father. You know, if he says something, it has to be true.
My dad's more picky than me, so if he thinks something, if he thinks it's good, then I'll say it. Then it's good.
There you go. There you go. So we got a winner here, and you know, you've been doing some great things, not just in music, but with other projects. And what's been keeping you busy when you're not recording tracks? Because you know, where did you find the inspiration to decide to to add your own little spice to that great vintage song now from the 80s?
It just sort of come about. It was just I've been trying to do a lot more like modernize a lot of songs at the moment. Like a few months ago, I did a track by Timber called "Seek Romance," which is out now. I did. I've already forgotten. I've done another song from 2013 called "On My Mind" as well. So my sort of the thing I've been trying to do is I've just been trying to get songs and modernize them more and give them an up-to-date feel. And it's sort of because a lot of the music out at the moment is club music and dance music and stuff like that. So I thought, why not take a ballad or a pop song or an R&B song and switch it into something completely different? Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. To spice things up and to get a little, what's the one looking for? You know, get a little bit of a spin, you know, do an opposite to it and see how it turns out.
Yeah, no, of course. It's fun though, because it's cool going through all of these different songs and hearing the originals compared to the versions I've done. And it's just like a completely different contrast. And I love it. It's cool.
On all the songs you've modernized, in your words, have you received any messages or anybody from the actual people who wrote those original songs to say this is great or anything like that?
Legally, I can't.
Okay, that's fine.
We had a bit of a problem with one of the tracks.
Oh, right, okay.
But we're sorting it out now.
That's fine. That's fine.
It's all sorted and everything. I just can't speak on it because it was a very
recent,
very sticky situation.
Yeah, no. I know when you get into it. I just feel like in generally, if an artist has reached out saying that this is a great remix kind of vibe to it.
Yeah, no, of course. But yeah, it's fun. It just can be a ball ache sometimes because obviously some people can hear it. Or like some labels will hear it and they'll be like, "Oh, well, you didn't get our permission." When sometimes you don't. When 9 times out of 10, if you're doing a straight cover, you don't need permission.
Gotcha.
But we've taken that for future reference, and now we're getting permission for everything we do.
Yeah,
so
well, that's quite good. It's just for your backs as well. It means you got the evidence to show actually we do have permission. Blah blah blah. And you can now.
Yeah, I don't really have the money to be going to court with multi-billion.
No, we don't. We don't want you getting to court or even go to jail either, because
exactly.
All your fans will miss your music, and that's what you mean. Because when you were last on the show, you were talking about Rockstar. You remember that classic? And now that was a classic song. I did enjoy Rockstar. Can we expect something similar to that in the future, maybe?
We'll have to wait and see. I'm just trying to experiment with everything I can at the moment, whether it's house, tech house, rap, pop, rock, R&B, drill, everything. Like I'm just trying everything because at the end of the day, I'm still 21. I've been doing this for 7, 8 years, but I'm still trying to find my sound and try and experimenting with all different styles of music has been so nice.
Yeah.
And the dance stuff has been really, really rewarding and really nice for me. So I think for the time being, I'll probably stick with that. But you never know, I might drop the odd random pop track or rap track on a Friday. You have to
Well,
wait and see.
exactly, and you have to
Only
stay on
time
to
can,
social media.
yeah, exactly. Only time can tell.
Exactly right. Exactly right. So you have to follow him on social media, which we'll get to in a little bit. But you can just find him on Jack Rose on all platforms. It'll probably come up. He's verified tick on all 3 platforms, by the way. So you're doing something right. So congratulations on that. So you're doing something right, and since you got a verified tick, you could probably go when you go on holiday if you wanted to. I'm sure I've seen a video on this where you could DM a hotel saying that I'm going to shoot a video about how good your service is. If you could give me a 3 nights bed, blah blah blah. Some YouTubers have done that. Some YouTubers, some celebrities have done that, and it's worked out.
I like doing that because I just this is the thing. Just because I've got the verification and I've got the followers and everything, it doesn't mean that I'm not a normal person.
No, absolutely not. No, you are.
I still go get my drink and my food from Lidl. Like you won't ever see me shopping up in like Fortnum and Mason or Waitrose.
Yeah.
Like any of them like higher end sort of supermarkets and stuff like that. Like you won't ever see me in there. Like even when I got my own place, like, I'm still living at home with my parents at 21. Like I would much rather try and be a lot more sensible and stuff like that. And just because I've been earning money from my music, it doesn't mean that I'm going to go out and splash it all. I wanna just. I'm at the end of the day, I'm still a normal person. I love going to the pub. I love watching the football, and I love going to a nice little 3-star hotel and getting a nice room and just chilling out for the night. Like I don't care about all of that, and I'm not trying to flaunt what I've got, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It does. You're trying to show that even though I may have all the fame that's gone on with all your hard work in creating some great music, it just shows that you're still a genuine person. And if people do recognize you when you're in the pub or in the supermarket, for instance, then I'm sure you're very approachable as well. And it shows right here.
This is the thing. I'm one of the easiest people to approach. Like, there's been times I've been recognized in public and people have just. Obviously, I'm not like a huge celebrity, so it's not like to a huge scale, but like someone who's maybe seen my music or seen one of my TikToks and recognized me, and they've like filmed me in public. I don't like that sort of stuff. I don't like it when people like drive past me and film me when I'm like on my bike, like having a bike ride, or people taking pictures of me in the gym and stuff like that. I don't like that sort of stuff. But like if someone comes up to me and goes, "Oh, you're Jack, you're a singer, da 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 da," all of that, and approaches me, I'll stand there and I'll talk to them for like 20 minutes, like 25 minutes. I'm not the sort of person that will just be like, yeah, cool, get a picture, bye. Like I like speaking to people, and I have time for people that do that, because at the end of the day, they don't have to listen to me. They don't have to buy my music. They don't have to follow me on social media, but they've chosen to. So I respect that.
Yeah, and as well, you make it very personal with each person you interact as well.
My fans are my friends, not my fans.
There you go. Sorry, your friends. Your friends. You make each personal message whenever you meet one of your friends out and about. You make it very personal. It's a lot of celebrities either don't have time to do or just don't want to do because they want to get out of the area before they attract a large amount of people.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't get recognised often, but when I do, it's nice. It's nice to have people giving that extra bit of feedback, or it's just that one person that will know me and it will brighten up my day. Do you know what I mean?
No, I do know what I mean. Yeah, I do know what you mean. And it's good because, some days you may be down and then you bump into someone who seen your music or seen you on TV or, and all these other great different platforms. There's too many to name nowadays. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. There's everything. You got TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Be Real.
Yeah.
This is the thing. I'm trying to think of everything off the top of my head, but I don't know. There's just so much that you can be known for nowadays.
Yeah. Unlike 10 years ago, where it was just YouTube. Just YouTube.
It was just YouTube and Facebook and
Yeah,
MySpace.
yeah, MySpace.
MySpace,
Yeah, yeah,
Bebo, the
yeah,
lot.
yeah. All those classic apps. Now you mentioned about you being a football fan. I
Yeah,
can't remember if we discussed football or not, but could you remind me what team do you support?
I'm a Chelsea fan, but
Chelsea
I
fan.
tried to keep my football private, really, because this is the thing. I don't want to be the sort of person that would. It's only been in the last year that I've been really open about my
Okay,
football.
I thought so.
I,
'Cause I didn't remember speaking about
oh
this
no,
last
no, no!
time.
I don't mind talking about it. That's I don't mind talking about it. I love talking about the football. I'll sit there and talk to you about the football for hours. But I used to keep it quiet because I don't want people to see that I'm a Chelsea fan and be like, or and then be an Arsenal fan and be like, oh well, I'm not talking to him then, because some people
Gotcha.
are like,
Yeah, I know.
so yeah, I'm a
I
big
get what you
Chelsea
mean.
fan. Not exactly the happiest at the moment being a Chelsea fan, but it is what it is. Who do you support?
I support Manchester United.
Ah, so you've had a ride and a half.
Yes, yes, exactly right. 9 years ago was when the last time we won a major trophy.
Yeah.
But of course, if you mentioned about Chelsea, of course, you just fired your manager unexpectedly as well, and then you've got this Graham Potter coming in, who
I'm
did
happy.
beat
I'm happy with Potter.
who did beat us 4-0 in Brighton. But I don't think he's going to get another shot at that though. I think the next time we face him in a few months or so, it will be a tough game, but I don't think he's going to come out on top on that one, though.
I do agree. I do think it'll be a tough game. Looking at how United's playing at the moment, since dropping Maguire and Ronaldo, you have been a completely different side.
Yes. Mostly, I would say mostly Maguire.
Oh yeah, no. How he's still in the England squad is beyond
I
me.
know. I know. It's just mind blowing. Obviously, the manager has his favourites, and obviously he's one of
Yeah.
his favourites. God knows why.
Scored
He's
one
one of
header at a World Cup, and now he's been in every single team since.
yeah, yeah. I know. But now, if he does really well in the World Cup, he'll be back in our squad again. It's like, no, we don't want that.
This is the thing. I think he gets slandered too much. I don't think he's a bad player, but I just don't think United was right for him.
I don't think so. And of course, the price tag, it was quite high for him as well, wasn't it? So that's
Yeah,
probably
it's
put
eight
more
million,
pressure on him as well.
80 million, I think it
Yeah,
was, wasn't it?
yeah, I think
78
so. Yeah, I
million.
agree with that. Yeah, but yeah, it's interesting. And then they drop Sancho and Rashford from the England squad, but they've been playing on form as well.
They're probably your two best players at the moment.
Yeah, yeah, and they're not even in this Nations League football, which is being played as we speak.
Mm.
It's
It's like
ridiculous.
everyone was sort of making predictions. I remember I sat on the phone and me and my mate made the predictions for the England squad, and there were players that were left out, and we was
Yeah,
like, why? It didn't make any sense to
no.
me.
I think this would be the last season of Gareth Southgate, unless he wins the World Cup.
Unless he wins the World Cup, yeah, I think he'll be. I don't think he'll carry on.
No, I think he'll be fired.
It's just boring football as well. It's
Yeah,
really
yeah, no, I
boring.
get that. Yeah, it is kind of boring at times. And you got Harry Kane, who didn't really do very much in the Euros, did he? He was on every game, but he didn't
The first
score.
half, the first half of the Euros, he done absolutely nothing.
Yeah,
And as soon as we hit the group stages, I think he scored. I think it was like four or
right.
five goals.
Okay.
But yeah, because I remember watching it, and I was talking to my mate,
Yeah.
and I was like, Harry Kane is so bad. Like, how is he up front? Then I go to the toilet, and then I see on the thing Harry Kane scored. It was the Germany game. I was like, oh God.
Always happens, doesn't it? When you go to the toilet, something always happens.
Oh yeah.
It's quite funny because like every time me and my father used to leave the room, we would score or they would equalize or whatever it was. It's
Yeah,
like
it's always when you're not in the room. Every
yeah,
time it was like it become like a thing when we used to when we was watching the Euros.
yeah.
Whenever it would be like 1-1 or 1-0, we'd just have to leave the room. I'd leave the become a thing because every time I would, they'd score.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Of course, we mentioned beforehand that you are a TV presenter as well. You've done some work with Ghost.
Ghost hunting, yeah.
Yeah. How's that going for you? Are you got any new locations? Or are you carrying it
We
on?
we haven't done anything to do with that since 2019. No, 2020.
Yeah,
Sorry.
2020. Yeah, 'cause no, it came out. The show came out in 2021. I remember you saying about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we hadn't done anything since 2020 just because of COVID.
yeah,
obviously it's still, and some locations are still a little bit touchy with all of that and all the safety
Well,
precaution.
where are some of your go-to places where you want to go, but you can't go there at the moment because of what you just said?
America, I'd love to go to America.
Oh, okay.
Just
Well,
'cause
there is some
America,
restrictions in America, is there? This is news to me.
there's so many places in America. It's like, so I think it's like seven of the most haunted places in the world are in America.
Wow.
So I want to go, and I want to do a lot more of the castles and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Just I've done Dover Castle, I've done Oxford Castle. Just need to do the rest now. That's,
Well, here you go. You know, this is the first proper year where we've been open for business, so hopefully next year.
hopefully next year, yeah. Hopefully next year we'll be back at it.
Yeah, well, you have to let me know. Well, oh, I can just follow your social media find out where you guys you'll be going, but you had to keep me posted to see where your adventure's going and send me a postcard, as they
Yeah,
say. Because, you know, there is, as you say, some very haunted places in America. And I don't know if you have this or not, but, you know, Discovery Plus and the Discovery channels have been showing a lot of ghost things over the past year, and I remember there was a house in America, I think it's in Pennsylvania, I think it is, where someone who's very haunted, I think someone might have died in this house, the rest of the family moved out, and then another set of family moved in, and they had really bad experiences, and eventually enough was enough, and it was cleared out as little as they could at the time in their car, and they got the hell out of that house. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but you should go to that location perhaps if it's still there.
yeah, no, of course. There's loads of places. I want to do like the Conjuring House and stuff like that. Like all the really, really weird and messed up places in America. Like all the really haunted ones that people would be like, no, I'm not going there. I'm not doing it.
But you will.
Yeah, but I will. I don't care. I'll do anything for a laugh. That's the thing. As long as I can watch the footage back and laugh at it, because I'll probably be sitting there. This is the most ironic thing. I do these ghost hunting shows, but I'm scared of the dark. I'm scared of the paranormal. I'm scared of it all, but I love it. I love it just for the challenge and the content.
Yeah, and as well, the the unnature of what may go wrong as well.
Oh yeah, so much can go wrong.
Yeah,
So
right.
much.
Most definitely. But no, I hope you get to continue doing them next year and do a second season or whatever it might be. But I mean, how you could, because you mentioned about doing it in 2020, obviously when it came out. How do you try and keep it fresh and different from other similar shows? Because there's a lot of similar shows out there. Let's go to similar locations you mentioned, but some are better than others. Where some of them will show you inside, but then when something happens, they get scared themselves. The camera doesn't really capture it, and all you hear then is there's loads of screaming going on.
We try to keep ours as authentic as
Oh
possible.
no, of course you do. Yeah, yeah, I know
We
that.
try to keep ours as authentic as possible. So in the editing process, if one of us reacts to something, we'll sit there and we'll examine the footage like heavily, because we want to make sure that you can actually catch what
Yeah,
we've got on camera. So we don't, and then we'll make a point of showing it.
yeah,
So, like we don't want to be sitting there and like for example shows like Most Haunted,
hmm,
where they'll have like a, like, I'm not dissing Most Haunted, I grew up watching that, I love that show, but like there'd be times where they'd be like, oh my god, what was that, and can't even hear nothing.
yeah.
Like
Or
shows like Ghost Adventures, where they go, I swear to God, someone just touched me. Okay, prove it,
yeah,
prove it. Like,
or even when something is moved in the screen, but you missed it because they're too busy being scared of it, and their camera, because sometimes they're filming it themselves, and then have a camera crew with them, and sometimes themselves miss it, and then it's like, well, it's like if you're gonna do this kind of show, you got the aim of it is not to be scared of it.
yeah, no, of course you got to not be scared of it,
Yeah.
but sometimes it is hard to not be
Hmm.
scared. I'm the biggest wuss you'll ever meet. So I still
Well,
sleep with the light on, and I'm nearly 21.
wow. Well, we all got like our own scared things we're scared of. We're all scared of something.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
there's people out there though who may be watching this, and they might be inspired by you though, because of what you just mentioned just then.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope I can inspire people. That's
Yeah, Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
here to do. I'm an internet personality for a
There
reason.
you go. I like that word, internet personality. I like that. I
I'm
like
not
that.
here I'm not here to brag about what I need to do. I'm here to
No.
inspire people and show people that just because you're young and you struggle with mental health and or you're insecure, it doesn't mean that you can't go out there and be the best you possibly can be. Do you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like I'm very big on mental health. As someone who suffers with mental health very, very badly. It's just it's nice to have people showing the care and showing the love for me, and I want to try and transfer the love that people give me to other people.
Yeah.
So that's just what I love. I love being able to have a platform to send a message out to.
No, absolutely. And your platform has been doing that. I see many posts on Twitter and Instagram of you posting about your mental health and other ways as well, other quotes as well, which is to lift people as well. So
Yeah,
keep,
that's all I try to do, man.
yeah,
I just want to keep spirits high. I don't want people thinking negatively, and I just want people to be confident. That's all it is.
exactly right, exactly right. I 100% agree and support you on that, Misson, and keep at it. It's working. People are reacting and commenting, so it's working. So keep at it. We should mention your social medias, by the way, because helps you to inspire some of my guests, well, my viewers, not guests, some of my viewers who may never heard of me before today, maybe. But you can find them on Facebook, Jack John Rose on Facebook, Twitter, Jack Rose Real, and the same on Instagram. And they've all got a verified tick, so you know exactly that you got the right person by if he's got the verified tick, you know it's the correct person there. So the question I was hoping to ask you back in 2021, we didn't get the chance because we were disconnected, was who would you suggest me to contact next to go on the show? Because I'm sure through your connections, you probably got some very good verified people on your fellows as well, who are very similar to yourself or maybe a bit different, but like 90% agree on the same issues as you.
What someone that I think you should interview.
Yeah, yeah. I asked it to all my guests, but I couldn't ask it to you because last time we were disconnected.
Yeah, of course, man. Right. I think I would. I'd like you to. I'd like you to do an interview with a band that I know.
Okay,
They're a band called Escape the Box.
okay,
They're an up and coming rock band, and the lead singer of the band has. I used to write all of my songs with him. And I bet he's basically like my brother.
gotcha.
He's basically like my brother. He's been there for me basically throughout my whole career.
That's good.
Um, and also a guy called Joey James, which I think would be an interesting interview for you.
Okay,
He used to be in a group called Rough Copy, if you've
right.
ever heard of them.
I think so. Yes, I have heard of
They were
them.
on the X Factor.
Yes. Well,
Um,
yeah. There you go. Then. Yeah, I've never heard of it.
he's last year, no, not last year, back in 2019,
Uh-huh.
he was in Thriller on the West End,
Right. Wow.
and he's now in the Tina Turner musical, touring all over the world.
Wow. That is very good.
But
That.
I think that'd be a very interesting interview because
Yeah.
you learn all the secrets about the West End and
Yes.
all of that sort of stuff.
Because speaking about the West End, well, I'm doing my West End, but I know there is a can't think of it. It's very popular, but it's been going like 35 years, I believe, but now they've ending it after 35
Phantom of
years.
the Opera.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
the opera. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a musical theatre kid. I grew up doing musical theatre,
There
so
you go. See.
I've done it all.
Well, I mean that's a shame though, because like it's been on for so many years, and now all of a sudden it's gone.
It was like everyone's dream to be in Phantom as well. I think
Yeah.
every theatre kid at some point was like, I want to be in Phantom of the Opera because that was like the top.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It goes like, do you know many musicals?
If you name him, I probably would do, but I mean,
It goes like,
go on.
I would say in terms of like top tier musicals,
Yeah.
it probably goes Grease,
Yeah.
Mamma Mia,
Yeah.
Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
Like Phantom of the Opera is the top
Yeah,
level.
no,
Like,
I agree with that order, by the way, because Greece is fantastic, and then you got Mamma Mia as well with Mamma Mia. Here we go again.
even Cats the musical, brilliant musical. They're all musicals that people dream to be in.
Yeah, but everybody really wants that top one, you know, the last night of the
Yeah.
opera. So now, I guess, maybe Mamma Mia or Greece might go to the top place.
Yeah, maybe.
But whether we're in
Or we'll have something new that will come along and we'll just blow everyone out of the water.
Yeah, there you go. We invent something. There you go. We invent something new and fresh as well for the 21st century, because I don't think there's many operas out there which is from the 21st century, which is quite big. They've all come from the 20th century.
No, of course, man, of course.
Um,
Just need to find something to replace it. It's
Yeah.
going to be hard to replace on the West End.
Exactly right. But no, we look forward to that. Of course, you follow lots of people on your social media, and who inspires you from all the people you follow on your social media? Who inspires you the most?
What musically?
Musically, could just be life in general. It could be with your mental health.
I grew up listening to a lot of Ed Sheeran. I grew up listening to Ed Sheeran, Bruno Mars, and even people like Eminem and stuff like that. I was very influenced by them when I was younger. I wanted to be a rapper originally, but I just couldn't get into doing all the rapping and that, and so I went into like the singing and. I High School Musical was my vice. I loved High School Musical. I grew up. I have two older sisters who at the time when High School Musical was out, they were about 13.
Wow.
So they used to sing it all the time, and I used to do karaoke with them all the time.
I feel sorry for you. At the time.
No, you should be feeling sorry for them. They never could get a word in edgeways.
Couldn't they? That's hilarious. I like that. We just hear your phone ping, so I don't know if that was an important message or.
No, it was my agent just emailing asking how the interview went.
Oh right, well we're still on it, so.
That's right, it's okay. Keep me for as long as you want.
I like that. No, I thought it might be your agent. I thought it was going to say. Get off it or something like that, but no, that's good.
If that was my phone going, I'd be a bit concerned because it's on charge and on airplane mode.
Yeah, well there you go. Well, we appreciate that, but no, it's great having you on the show as always. And your sisters, what are your sisters doing now then? Are they still winding you up? Are they still trying their best to be a better singer than you?
Both in relationships, one happily married with 3 kids and the other in a relationship with her boyfriend and has a nearly 1-year-old daughter.
Wow, that's good. It means your family's grown a little bit then, hasn't it? That's good.
I'm the last one to have a kid now. They're going to be waiting a long time.
But I guess as well, you got a lot of presents to buy for as well.
Oh yeah, no, that's the only problem. Christmas is going to just get more and more expensive.
Yep.
Because my nephew's at that age where he just wants Xbox games and like, I don't know, like, what are they called? V-Bucks on Fortnite and stuff like that. He just wants all that. My niece is into like unicorns and stuff like that. And then my youngest niece, she's just easy. You just buy her some toys or some chocolate. And then my other niece, she's not even 1 yet, so probably just some chocolate or a toy.
Yeah. So there you go. So means the last 2 you mentioned are quite cheap to buy for, while the others are a bit more expensive.
Yeah, a bit more expensive.
I like that. But yeah, there you go. Make sure as well, because we don't mention this, but you should mention it because you're on TikTok, obviously, a very big platform. You're very good on TikTok. Unlike me, I have no idea how the whole.
I am good on it. I haven't posted in a while, and I just can't do it. I find TikTok such a hard platform because this is the thing. With TikTok, it's very hit or miss, I find.
Yes.
Very hit or miss. Your video will either get loads of views. I remember I uploaded a video and it got 271,000 views. And then I was like, oh, cool. My videos are getting decent views. Let me post a nice little singing video. Show everyone that I do music as well.
Yeah, why not? Plugs you out.
It was literally just about Xbox, my biggest TikTok. nothing to do with my music. So I post a singing video, 300 views. I was like, let me just remove that real quick. But yeah, I mean, I just want to I want to start using TikTok a lot more. It's just trying to find the right things to post and the right content. That's all.
I'm just open my TikTok. Apparently I've gained a new follower, I think, or maybe not. I don't know. I thought, oh no, I have. I say yes, I have. I've now, yeah, I gained a new follower. I've not posted on there for about, I don't know, when was that I posted? Let's have a look. I posted on there. At the beginning of the month was the last video I posted. Now all I do on there is just post about this show. So that's all I post. I don't post nothing else. Now I'll tell you one thing is I can post old videos on there, which is great because they've never seen them before. Because when I used to post them on Instagram or Facebook, for instance, they didn't get very much views, or you couldn't do a video in the store at the time. So this works for that as well. But now, I'll tell you one thing. I got a video on there. It's got, let's see, 1,743. So I thought the same as you. I thought, great, I finally cracked this machine. But then I posted the next video, and that's only got 48 views.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah. It's very hit or miss. It's so hit or miss. That's the thing. All my team are always like, you need to start posting on TikTok. You need to be more consistent. I'm like, yeah, but it doesn't look good when you go onto my profile and you see I've got like 3,000, 4,000. I don't have many followers on TikTok. I've got 3,000, 4,000.
Well, you got more than me. So there you go. You're doing something. I've only got 5.
I got the blue tick on there, but then they'll see I've got like 300 views or like stuff like that, and it's like it's cool. It's a lot of people. Like it's a lot of people seeing my videos, but compared to like other people who are getting like 1 million, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, it's just like something. It's just inconsistent. It's just inconsistent. If I was a girl with a massive bum, I'd get loads of views. I'd get loads of views on TikTok, but
yeah, you would, yeah.
I'm a guy and a singer, so I try.
But I mean though, they say as well that TikTok is easier than Instagram with the algorithm system.
Oh yeah, you can track algorithms very, very easy on TikTok, but it's all about knowing the statistics and knowing how it works and trying to get your head around that just does my head in. I've not got the effort for it.
Well, anyway, you're doing better than I am. Anyway, you're doing better than I am. I hate all these social media platforms. I haven't enjoyed all these social media platforms just so that I'm there, but I've no idea how to use them correctly, where you get to grow to, you know, how you've done it with your channels. But I'm a bit more lazy than you are, right? But yeah, it's hilarious. But yeah, I have no idea how these all work. But I want to know because I believe from your people that you're going to come back on the show next month when your new single, again, another single you're releasing, comes out next month. I don't know if we can talk about it or not very quickly or not, but
it's called Feel Right, and it'll be out on. Hang on, let me just check.
And then it's like
I don't actually know when my track comes out.
Is it the 21st?
Yeah, 21st. There you go. Even you knew, and I didn't.
I remember, I had a visual there, like October 21st. I knew it was something around there, so I thought maybe it's 21st.
I knew it was around the 20s. I just didn't want to say a number and get it wrong. But it's Still Right. It's out with my producer, Casey Thorpe, and it's just a feel-good house track. Yeah. And I can't wait for everyone to hear it.
Yes, and we'll be talking about that as well. I don't know the exact date we booked in for that, but
the way I can describe the song. I wrote it a few years ago.
It's coming out now.
Wrote it about 3-4 years ago, and originally it was like a bit of a cheesy pop track, but now we've just completely switched it up and just made it into what it is now. Yes. So,
well, we look forward to hearing that, and I know you come back on the show then. I'm not sure if we said the 21st or if we said a day after or the day before. I'm not sure.
We'll sort something out.
And we definitely will this time. We will definitely this time because I know we said it last time when you're on the show. Well, nobody heard it, just us two, but that was it. But yeah, we'll definitely have a sort of out. But there you go. Thank you again to Jack Rose, the guy.
Having me, it's been a pleasure.
Each year you come on this show, you've grown to another milestone. So so keep up the great work, and I enjoy watching you grow on your social media. And of course, he does follow me as well, by the way. So not many people on the show actually do follow me back. So I appreciate you for following my posts, even though they're a bit similar. Depending, I do post some boxing or MMA every now and then on Instagram as well, on Twitter, tweeting out all sorts of different topics. So anyway, but I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
I hope you enjoy yours. I'm going to go watch England, I think.
Yes, I don't blame you for that. Nothing else on TV really is it to do. So yes, hopefully we will win at least 2-1 or something like that. So enjoy the game.
So in England, it'll be like 5-0 to the other team. But...
well, maybe not. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. You gotta stay positive.
I'll switch on. I only kicked off 2 minutes ago. I'll switch on my phone. It'll be 6-0.
Oh, anyway, well, I'll let you go to enjoy the match and enjoy us win as well.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of your night, man.
Thank
And
you.
my cat's stuck.
Oh,
there we go. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your night, man. And I hope you have a good weekend.
Yes, and you too as well. And I look forward to
and thank you for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure.
No, you're welcome. Always welcome on there. And I'll get back in contact with your team on Monday to determine when it will be good to have you back on the show to discuss your new track in October. There's your cat there.
Yeah, my cat on me. He was asleep in the corner and now he's woken up. Can you like in the middle of an interview, please leave? Yeah, I feel like a bit of an evil person, like.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you definitely do. But yeah, if you enjoyed tonight's episode, what we're doing with Jack's cat there, like that. So again, it's unscripted, unedited, and definitely on. As you say, uncensored, because we enjoy all that. And make sure to follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram.
I follow him.
Yes, he does. Because it used to be likes on Facebook, but they've changed it from likes to follows now.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah.
I post on Facebook, but I never really go on it.
Yeah.
I did it for the first time the other week, and I was like, followers?
I know.
What?
I prefer likes, but it showed me as likes. I got more followers than likes. Apparently. Yeah. But even though it's maybe followers now, so I have no idea. But anyway, yeah. And we have over 188 subscribers. I should mention that because every time I mention that number, it goes up. So obviously, maybe you got to talk about it on the show.
200 guys,
yeah,
come on.
There you go. Even Jack says it. 12 away from 200 subscribers. I have to mention it because I think it's in the algorithm. So you mentioned the number of subscribers you have. I think it helps you out with the algorithm. But there's one more question though. I just realised. What would you say when you die? Because this is a actual suggestion of somebody I met up with a few weeks ago called Paul Ermston. He's been around the world. He's been and done a lot of things. He's met presidents. He's been in Latin America, for instance. But what would you say about you?
What my last words would be?
Your last words, or what do you think will happen after you die? Do you think you go somewhere else, or do you think you just rot in the ground somewhere?
Well, I'll tell you what my last words would be. My last words would be, I've hidden the money and then I'll just die. And then I think I hate talking about death. Like, do you ever get like them feelings where you're like just sitting there and you'll be watching a video and someone mentions death, and you start overthinking about dying?
Yeah,
all the time. It happens to me all the time. But I think that we're reincarnated, in my opinion. I think our soul, or like our feelings and our body is reincarnated. Because you see all them videos of kids who like remember stuff vividly from like World War One.
Yes.
And stuff like that. And so I think we get reincarnated, but as like another baby. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean, yeah. Well, it's your opinion, by the way, and I'm not going to disagree with that opinion.
So that's what I think anyway, and it's probably completely wrong. I'm probably going to die. And then
nobody knows, do they? Nobody knows, so,
if somebody knew, I'd be shocked, because how are you alive?
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's all different opinions and such, but yeah, it's a good question, I think. And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully not homeless.
Yes.
Hopefully
That would be
not.
that would be a good point, wouldn't it?
No, I think I'd see. I think I could see myself just still doing what I'm doing now, just doing the music, just enjoying my life, and hopefully would have my own place by then, and hopefully a family too. But we'll have to wait and see, won't we?
We will indeed, but again, we will be seeing it right here on this radio channel. So we will see you all in 5 years. 5 years
It'll be
time.
5 years.
5 years time from now, yeah, you'll see Jack Rose still here. He could be right there, or he could be in a bigger house with a bigger family.
Yeah, exactly.
There you
Nice
go.
little family to myself,
There
grown
you
up.
go.
5 years time, I'll be 26. If I don't have a girlfriend by then, I'll be sad.
No, 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 no. There's always time. They always say enjoy your 20s.
Yeah, enjoy your 20s all
Yeah.
the time, man.
I know a lot of people who have kindled and then now got children. So then they can't enjoy their 20s because they're now parents for the next rest of their lives, basically. So
Until their kids move out,
yeah,
really.
yeah, most definitely, yeah, most definitely there. But no, thank you again to Jack Rose there, and just some random questions I wanted to bring up there at the end. I meant to do it earlier in the show, but I forgot all about it. Got so engrossed with our conversation, I forgot all about it. I thought, oh, let's do it there. But yeah, so like us on YouTube, if you enjoyed the episode, comment below your thoughts. Did you enjoy the questions? Enjoy the answers? Any future questions you have for my guest Jack Rose as well is much appreciated down there in the comment section below. And if you're new around here, and why haven't you already, subscribe to this channel for more great content, some more great episodes to come as well with a lot more people. So enjoy the rest of your Friday night, and until the next episode drops, goodbye for
Like,
now.
comment, and subscribe.
There you go. For the words of Jack Rose.